Welcome to the Wisdom Domicile. This is where the wisdom of God prevails. I want to share with you once again one of my third points. Third point 79. Action is relative to attitude, not knowledge. Tell me, have you practiced all that you know? Don't answer it. Don't answer it. There are a lot of things you know. You know what you're supposed to do, but you're not doing them. Why? Because action is relative to attitude, not knowledge. What is attitude? Your attitude is your mental interpretation of things. I read a story where a man was paralyzed in a hospital with another man who was also paralyzed beside him. And this other man will always describe the scenes outside of the hospital to the other man. Then he would tell him things like, I can see the young man and his wife quarreling, and this man will say, oh, young marriages. Then he will describe the band, and he will describe the children, the flowers, the schoolboy walking down the street to school. I mean, he was very descriptive in his analysis to this other man. So it happened that one day this man died. The one who was describing all the nice scenes he was seeing, he died. So when he died, the nurse walked in the room, and the other man told the nurse that I want to be at the position where I can also see all the wonderful scenes the other man was seeing. And the nurse told him that the man was blind. He died being blind. And also where he lay, there was a wall. So there were no scenes he was seeing. So the man was actually being descriptive in his imagination. And he was cheering this man up with his wonderful scenes he had in his imagination. A sick man paralyzed on a bed with both eyes gone, a blind man. How come he could be so descriptive in his analysis? How come he could so think about wonderful scenes? Because his mental interpretation of life was different. There are things you know you're supposed to do them, but you haven't done them yet. And that is simply because action is relative to attitude, not knowledge. If you have the right attitude and you are given an information, you will run with it. Two men went to India, Bombay, to sell shoes. They all saw Indians who were barefooted. One other guy called a company and said that in India they don't wear shoes. The other one said that, boss, they all need shoes because they don't have shoes to wear. They ship in the shoes and he sold them, and the guy became very successful. It is based on your attitude. What is your attitude? If your attitude is defective, you have to change it. And how do you change it? Consistency of information. When you receive information over and over again with time, it will change the way you see life. God bless you.
Thank you for being part of our growing family. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment.